Hello, viewers, young lords, everybody. I am going to talk about or narrate a beautiful story titled Where Love Is, God Is by Leo N. Tolstoy, a great Russian writer. Leo N. Tolstoy was born in Russia on September 9, 1828. After his birth, or after some time of his birth, his parents died. A relative brought him up. He was mostly tutored at home. When he grew up, he attended the University of Moscow, Russia. Later, Tolstoy joined army. He worked as army, but this job did not interest him very much. So he gave up the job and started writing novels and short stories. Leo N. Tolstoy wrote many short stories and many novels. Of his novels, War and Peace and Anna Karenina are world famous novels. Virginia Woolf said of Leo N. Tolstoy that he was the greatest novelist. Leo N. Tolstoy got Nobel Prize several times. In 1901, 1902, 1903, 1904, 1905, 1906 and 1909. He was a prolific writer. Leo N. Tolstoy died in 1910. Today I am going to narrate one of his most interesting short stories. The title of this story is Where Love Is, God Is. The English translation of this title is Where Love Is, There Is God Also. This story is based on a Catholic hymn. The story is as follows. There is a man. His name is Martin. He is a shoemaker. He makes shoes most of his time in his basement. He looks through his window the feet of people who put on shoes on which he had walked once. He knew the people by shoes. Martin had a wife, but his wife died. He had children. All his children died in childhood. But there was one son who was alive. Martin wanted to send his son to his sister, but later he thought that he would keep him with him. But his son suffered from a fever and he died from fever one day. Now Martin is alone. He is living for himself. So Martin always speaks ill of God. He denies God. One day, a missionary visits him. When the missionary comes to Martin, Martin narrates his miseries, his woes, his hardships. He also tells him that he does not believe in God, that he denies existence of God. Then the missionary tells him that he should not speak like this. People should not speak against God. God is kind, compassionate, and merciful. He always shows mercy upon others. He is never cruel and unkind. If people think that there is any cruelty, if there is any unkindness on the part of God, it is only his trial. And after the trial, God restores the person, the man, as before. The words of the missionary go deep into the heart of Martin. Next day he goes to market and he buys a print testament, a big or large print testament. He reads the Bible daily under the light of a lamp on holy days. Later, Martin starts reading the book, the Bible, every day. When he is reading the Bible, he reads a passage about Jesus Christ. The passage narrates the visit of Jesus Christ to a Parsi. A Parsi has invited Jesus Christ into his home. A woman anoints and washes his feet of Jesus Christ with her tears. Martin is very much moved to read the passage about Jesus Christ. When Martin sleeps, he sees a vision that God will visit him the following day, the next day. Martin looks out the window at his basement the whole day for the arrival of God. One Astepnalich is shoveling away snow. So Martin calls him. He offers him fresh food to eat. He gives him hot water to drink. The man becomes very happy. He blesses Martin very much and he goes away. Then Martin sees through the window that a young lady is shivering in the chilly cold in winter. She is poorly dressed. She is in rags. She has a small baby. Martin calls the lady to his home. He gives her food to eat. He gives her warm clothes to wear. He also gives the lady some money. The lady goes blessing Martin. Then Martin finds and watches through the window that a young boy is stealing from an old lady. Martin goes out and he persuades the young boy. He brings peace between the boy and the old lady. Martin is eager to have the visit of God. He realizes that God has not visited him as yet. When he sleeps during the night, he realizes that these three persons were none than gods themselves. So where there is love, there is God also. Where there is hatred, where there is fight, where there is conflict, there is no God. This story teaches a lesson. The lesson is that people must love each other. When they love each other, they are very close to God. I think the story may be very clear to you. You must follow the teachings of this story into practical life. Thanks. That's all.